Everyone. We welcome to my channel, Mike's CrossTraining. We're gonna have this time. This is my first time doing in English this interview. So welcome, Anthony, to my channel. We're gonna start. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're gonna start. Our first question. What's your name? Tell us what's your name. How old are you, and where you're from, please?
All right, absolutely. My name is Anthony. I am 29 years old, and I'm originally from Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. Okay.
Yes,
I
exactly.
I don't know if you remember when I was there 2 years ago when I had my level one.
Yeah, I remember. I reached out and asking about more information, and they're like, "Yeah, we're hosting it, and if there's any questions, feel free to ask, or when you come in, everything will be situated." Yeah, I remember, of course.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, right? Two
Yeah, I
years?
think.
2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, I
Wow.
think it was like recently after like COVID and everything. So. Yeah.
So
Yeah, because they
the
were like just bringing back up, and then we're like getting everything rolling. So definitely.
so you can tell for the people who are watching our interview, what's the name of the box you are training? Are you a coach or and you are an athlete too, right?
Yeah. So I'm definitely a coach. I am a coach at Team Soul Training in Miami, Florida, and yeah, the gym that I coach at has been open for over 10 years now. I think it opened in 2010. So we've definitely been a long running gym, and we offer various programs. So all of our coaches and athletes are very well versed in the different modalities of training.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a long
Mm-hmm.
time. You said 10 years. You've been
For
training
for the
for
gym, no.
10. Oh,
For for me, I started with them in 2019, but the gym as a whole
ah,
started in 2010. Yeah, no, I'm a late bloomer. I came in late.
wow. But it's been for many years now. You've been
Yeah.
training. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. If I go, if in any time I'll go there, I can go visit you too.
Yeah,
Again,
of course.
again,
I
and
mean,
again.
our doors are always open, so you're more than welcome to join.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to Ecuador, you can come and visit us too. Anytime if you
Uh,
come here.
all right, sounds perfect. Sounds like I need to get my passport re-updated then.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for the next question. Tell us what certificates or degrees do you have in CrossFit or
All right,
fitness?
so overall, I have a bachelor's degree in University for Health Sciences, anatomy. So I got a good understanding about the human body through college, and then I have my CrossFit level one.
Yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
good. And you're planning to have the level two soon or
Um,
no, not yet?
if eventually, like when the opportunity presents itself, probably, but I'll probably have to renew my L1 first, and like when the opportunity presents itself and I get more comfortable, the more I get acclimated and learn more just with the other coaches and through my own clients, and I could
Yeah.
definitely say that will be the next step.
The next step, okay.
Sure.
Next
Mm-hmm.
question. Are you well? You're giving classes now and training both, right?
Yeah, so I train. I myself train in the classes, and I myself give and coach the classes. So.
Coach the class. What's the
Mm-hmm.
other name of the other coach? I can't
There's
remember.
so many.
Uh,
I could go down the list.
how many coaches are there?
I think there's about maybe 13, 14 of us.
Wow.
And this is between two gyms because we also have a gym in Fort Lauderdale now. So that's more coaches, more of our team being
Wow.
spread throughout the two gyms. So we offer a lot, and we definitely have people coming in and out. Some of our coaches focusing more predominantly on like weightlifting, some on powerlifting,
Wow.
some with more competitive CrossFitters, and then some for your general population
Yeah.
audience, so your everyday people. And I feel that's where I thrive on.
So it means that you are growing because the other gym just opened a few months ago, right?
I think it's been over a year now. I
Ah,
mean, it's still like overall pretty recent, but yeah, we've definitely been growing.
Wow, congratulations.
Mhm.
You got to keep
Thank you.
growing and growing more and more.
Uh, that's the goal for sure.
Cool.
Mhm.
Tell us, how did you first know about CrossFit?
All right. So when I first got introduced to CrossFit, it was back in Memphis for college because with our college for the final semester, they have us go through an internship program. And
Uh-huh.
so initially, I started with the strength and conditioning team for the sports team, but I realized that that wasn't a good fit for me. There was a lot of moving parts, a lot of like backdoor politics behind it. I was not interested in it. And I know that one of my old professors was a CrossFit coach as well as a teacher or professor.
Uh-huh.
And I asked her about it. She's like, hey, we're not looking for interns, but maybe try this gym. So when I was in Memphis for my final semester, I stayed a semester out in CrossFit Memphis, and that's when I got introduced.
Oh, that sounds nice. And how was your first class then?
Oh, horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah. Why?
And and because my first workout was an EMOM, so every minute on the minute it was snatches and some other things. It was like for
Wow.
18 minutes, and I think I got to like minute 9 before I had to give up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and no, and this is me where I like, it's not like I haven't been training. I was training with like sports teams and all that, but it was just like the different modality.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't introduced to snatches and all the Olympic lifts.
Yeah.
So it was a whole different world, and it caught
Uh-huh.
me off guard.
Oh.
I never felt so out of shape in my life.
So you already thought that CrossFit wasn't for you.
I mean, not necessarily that it wasn't for me. It was just something that I wasn't prepared for, and I
Ah,
didn't know what to expect. And that definitely wasn't what I expected.
wow, that's good. Okay,
Mhm.
do you have any goal in CrossFit? If you have one,
um,
can you tell us what is it?
Honestly, just to be more proficient at some of the movements, and as well as being more proficient at understanding how to coach the clients
Mm-hmm.
set movements. So, like, if I want to get better at like handstand push-ups, for example, I understand like the different cues and how to get there, but being able to translate that to our clients so that way I could reach every client. That is my goal. Like for
Mm-hmm.
me, I don't really see myself as an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I just train to train. I just want to live good, live healthy. Like I have zero interest in like an actual training aspect of it. But in terms of my coaching, I do want to develop more so I could relay that back to my clients.
Oh, okay, that sounds
Mm-hmm.
interesting. So you like more like teaching than training for you, but
Yeah,
teaching is it's what you like the most, maybe.
yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Ah,
Yeah, like I like
wow.
helping people reach their goals, and my goals is just like help them get there.
Wow. And have you been with kids and training kids or not yet?
I'm
No?
I'm definitely not.
No.
No, I'm definitely don't work well with kids. We actually do have
Oh.
coaches at our gym that do work with children, and we do
Mm-hmm.
have a kids program.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not a good fit for that.
But you can try or not. Have
I
you tried or
mean,
not yet?
I
No.
don't have any interest in
Ah,
trying.
no.
Realistically.
Okay, well, that's good. Next question. It says, what do you currently do apart from CrossFit?
I mean, I'm honestly a full time coach,
Ah,
so all my time I'm either coaching with either with personal clients or classes, and when I'm not doing that, like I usually work the as I'm sure you've noticed, I work on getting people through the door, so I'm a part of like the administrative side where I help reach out to people, possible new clients, people that show interest in the gym. So like when you reached out, like I'm the person that's like, oh hey, I saw you reached out. What questions do you need? Do you have any? Would you like any information? So that's pretty much my role outside of like coaching. But
yeah,
I'm a full time coach, full time in the gym,
24/7.
and yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have a
Wow.
sleeping bag in the office and everything.
Wow, wow, yeah. Okay, it says, what, no, if you could go back in time, is there anything you would like to change when you started as a coach and as an athlete?
Honestly, probably
Mm-hmm.
just honestly, just start sooner
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, like as much as I enjoy CrossFit, I feel like I did start late. So I'm seeing a lot of people coming in young, and that's where they get well adapted into all these different modalities. They get more comfortable coordination of their body, proprioception, understanding their body placement in all these different positions. So for me, starting at in my early to mid 20s, I feel I lost a lot of what could have helped me down the road if I had started sooner.
Okay,
Hmm.
that sounds like, but that's if you could go back in time. But now,
Yeah,
is there
exactly.
anything that you could change now from
No, I
now on?
mean,
No,
just keep learning and keep
learning.
yeah, keep learning. I have
Uh huh.
other coaches that I work with. We all have our like coaching styles, so I can learn from some people can learn from me, and
Exactly. Uh huh.
it's all just a mutual growth.
That's
And I
what
feel that
I
just stick
I
with.
I have always say that we as coaches we learn from the athletes.
Yes,
What do you think about
I agree with
it?
that 1,000%. I actually made a note saying you can learn like you as a coach can learn just as much, if not more, from your clients as they can from you,
Exactly.
because you learn from them how to relay your information better, and they learn from you obviously how the essence of moving through the movements.
Uh-huh.
So it's a symbiotic relationship.
And what is the most biggest experience you have from learning from an athlete?
Um, Honestly, I feel that the best thing is just learning how they respond to different cues. Like some people, all I have to do is say a certain phrase. Sometimes that works. Other people, I need to like put them in positions, like with my hand, like, oh hey, you gotta pinch pinch your shoulders between my fingers. Boom, you engage your lats. Oh, sometimes I need to like put them around a band. If they have struggle hinging, I'll be like, oh, put this band around you and let it fold into you without it rounding your back. Sometimes things like that help.
or
So
or just this
just understanding different ways of translating what you want to them.
exactly, or just in like in a simple air squat when you teach
Yeah.
them when they are new.
Mm-hmm.
that's that's the most important thing before you can take a barbell, I guess, right?
Exactly. Oh no, like honestly, at our gym, one thing like the first thing I did when I got there was the owner of the gym, Danny, who's super knowledgeable and he's helped me through so much. The first thing he the first thing he drills into everybody is don't give anybody any weight until they know how to master the movement weightless. And I'm big on that. So I'll be like, all right, first before we even get you into a barbell, let's see you squat. All right, you're good at the squat. All right, now let's try squatting with a dumbbell, and then we're progressing our way up.
And the
With the
PVC or the
snatches,
PVC.
oh, the PVC pipe with the snatches that and the jerks too. Yeah. So all that with the PVC pipe, absolutely.
You gotta do everything step by step.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're really big on fundamentals.
And be patient too. Patient for with everyone.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Okay, Anthony. Next question. It says, "What do you consider to be your weaknesses and strengths as a coach?"
All right. So I want to start with my weaknesses. So I think the first thing I need to work on is just being a little more patient, as you had just mentioned, because sometimes as a coach, you might have to like to oversee like 12 to 15 people in like a very busy class. So you got to be patient because even though you're trying to manage a big group of people, there might be some people that get it quickly, some people that might struggle. Sometimes you could have some of the people that are struggling be like, oh hey, I'm gonna go oversee you guys a little bit more. Everyone else that like now they're getting comfortable with that, go ahead and start loading up some weight, feeling out those lighter reps while I go ahead and work on these guys over here. Sometimes it's just there might be a lot of people, so there's a lot of commotion. So being able to just like tone everyone down so everyone like pays attention properly, because at the end of the day, they're there to train, but they're also like use the time to socialize because they see each other every day. They're having a good time, and outside of this, they're at work, so this is their time to connect. So I got to understand that on my own end, and not be so frustrated about that.
Wow.
Because if I take it too seriously, then I push it on them. They're having a bad time, and at the end of the day, we're just trying to get a good workout in. We're trying to enjoy the time together. That's the main important goal. And I feel that my strength is my knowledge and understanding of the movements and the human body. And with that knowledge, I use that to help direct what I expect out of a workout and being able to help them move in a safe manner and in a consistent manner. So bracing, movement patterns, breathing, all the fundamentals.
Wow.
Everything goes back to fundamentals.
And I guess you can do that better with practice. You
Yeah, of
can learn
course.
with practice.
Every the way I see it is every class and every client is a practice run.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Next, it says, what does CrossFit mean to you? That's for me the biggest and most important question for me.
So for me,
Uh-huh.
for,
What
for
means
me,
CrossFit
for me,
for you?
for me, I mean, CrossFit. I don't want it to be like, oh, CrossFit is my life, and I follow like that's not true. But
Uh-huh.
I feel like CrossFit is like, well, for one, it is my job, and I do enjoy it very much as my job because, as I mentioned before, it's a great way to interact with people. It builds community. Like, whenever you think about people going to gyms and stuff, they're like, oh, if I go to the gym, there's people using squat rack. Oh, there's people doing this, and they're hogging the machine. No, over here, it's a bonding experience. You're moving together, you're growing together. So the sense of community that you find in CrossFit is like nothing I've seen in any other form of fitness, really, because you just build that camaraderie together. And a lot of the people that I met through like gym, even though like they're like some of my clients, I still hang out with them outside of the gym. So it builds long lasting relationships and friendships
A lot.
outside of just your day to day. All right, I got my workout in, I'm never gonna see you again.
Oh, so you have clients that have gone to gyms before CrossFit, and you tell or you show them what's the difference, because in gyms they got machines, and in CrossFit
Yeah.
just the rowing machine, like the one from yesterday. We
Oh,
did
no.
rowing.
The rowing and the jump ropes and the deadlifts, and my hamstrings and my back are still feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely feel that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like doing CrossFit? Obviously, yes.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah. Tell us which movements in CrossFit are your favorites and which are not.
So honestly, my favorite
Uh-huh.
has got to be anything with either a medicine ball or a sandbag.
Yeah.
And I think I say that because like when COVID happened and everything had to shut down, we're like running out equipment to all of our clients. Those were the equipment that I brought with me, because I was thinking, everyone's gonna take the rower, everyone's gonna take the barbells, and I'm like, let me use something different. Let me use something that I can like that you don't really use too often in a class, and use those throughout my workouts, and it got me used to finding these different positions with odd shapes. So I feel that all of these different shaped, odd shaped equipments were just like fun to use. Like
Yeah.
like people hate wall balls. I enjoy wall balls. I know I'm different, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I see it.
How about the burpees? You like the burpees, yeah, or not?
Oh no, I can't
No,
stand
I know
burpees. I cannot
that.
stand burpees. Burpees are just tiring. It's like you're just going up and down and just like tired, and it spikes my heart rate so fast. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, so
And I also
you rather like go running or doing burpees?
run. Give me running all day.
Wow.
Give me running all day.
Wow.
And to be fair, while I was training, I have done a half marathon, so I guess that I've leaned into that running position
Wow.
quite well.
That's why you like running more than burpees.
Yeah.
Wow. Good.
Mhm.
So, one movement that you don't like doing,
Well, outside of the
the worst
burpees,
one.
the worst one's got to be the double unders.
Double unders. Oh.
Double unders.
Why?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
So
Because
if you did the WOD yesterday, you died maybe with the
oh no, yeah,
50
no,
double unders.
the double unders were the worst part. I got through the rowing fine. I got the fine. It's just that I'm very inconsistent with double unders. Sometimes I have them, sometimes I don't, and that's never up to me.
Wow.
Like some days I'm super fatigued, I get them. Some days I feel super refreshed, and I never get them.
Wow.
And when I did the workout on Friday, the first 2 rounds, I was getting like 3, 5, 5, 3, 1, 0, 0. And then by the fourth round, I'm like, oh, string together 10, string together 8. And I'm just like, where was this before?
Wow. So
So
definitely,
just,
definitely, you don't like the double unders.
yeah, I'm
No,
not a fan.
no.
No.
Okay. Next, what do you think? How do you think your life has changed since you know about CrossFit?
Honestly, I feel like even outside of the obvious, you're like, oh, fitness, you get strong, you move
Mm-hmm.
better, all that. Like, I feel that because I built such a community through CrossFit and through the gym, it's broken me out of my shell a little bit. Because initially, like, I was first very shy. I walked into the gym. I walked into Team Soul the first time, and I was very nervous, very timid. I saw everyone doing all these different movements, and I'm just like unsure. But
Hey.
like by building the community, building the camaraderie, I got very close to a lot of people at the gym, even people from like other gyms. Whenever we do our meets and competitions, I've been able to like grow a comfort around them,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel that would have never happened if I would have not started CrossFit. Like just in like every day to day, like doing this interview right now is
Yeah.
not something I ever think I would do.
Well, there's always our first times in everything.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. This is
So
your first time doing this now.
yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
All right.
So now you gotta say you're not a shy guy now because CrossFit helps you
It
help you.
depends on the It depends on the situation, but I have gotten better.
Mm,
I
yeah.
have gotten better.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Um, is there anything that CrossFit changed in your health or not?
Um, my knees hurt a lot more from all the jumping
Yeah.
and the leg works,
Uh huh.
but no, outside of that, like I feel like my cardio has gotten a lot better. I definitely don't
Mhm.
get so gassed so easily. Imams still suck. That's always going to be the case.
Yeah.
So for sure.
Mhm.
But I do feel like I have gotten stronger. I've been more consistent. Even when I'm like not in the gym, I'll still, like I said, go out on my runs because I enjoy the runs.
Yeah.
So like just health wise overall, I'm good. I just need to take better care of my knees and stretch more.
Exactly. Good. 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 It says next questions. Have you given classes one to one or just in group?
Oh no, I have several one-on-one clients,
Yeah.
and honestly, through those personal training sessions, I feel that our clients get a lot more out of that because they get the undivided attention. So
Mm.
let's say I give one of my clients, oh, all day we're just working on snatch technique. I
Yeah.
could be able to see one-on-one. Oh, hey, since it's just us two, I can see you're you're putting with the elbows too early. Maybe you're shooting too hard with the hip, and I could be able to really give you all the amount of detail and information just by those one-on-one sessions.
Mm.
And every client has a different need and goal. So whenever I have my one-on-one sessions, if I know it's, I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna just say two names for example. Like if I have a client like Vicky, and Vicky just wants overall health,
Mhm.
for example, I'll give her like some regular some strength course, like treat it like a regular class. Start with the strength portion, give her a nice little cardio piece or a mixed conditioning piece at the end. If I have another client like Erica, who came in with some injuries, I'll give her some strength work and maybe some mobility work depending on the severity of the injury. And as you progress to that, you might increase the weight, maybe you might increase mobility, and you could be able to see where to go from that. If one movement hurts too much, you can make a note like, all right, I'm never going to throw this in a workout again, so we'll switch it up. So I feel that those one-on-one sessions are definitely a lot more better,
Wow.
for lack of a better term.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because here in my country it's a lot different from yours what you're telling us because here in the big boxes they got just one coach for one class per hour.
Oh,
So
just all the way through.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's different because you are telling us that you have like a specific coach for specific people with different
Mm-hmm.
kind of problems. So you can teach
Yeah,
it, uh-huh, teach them. Uh-huh.
no, yeah. So I mean, the thing with that, like, those are
Mm,
like more for like personal training clients. Those aren't
exactly.
like for the classes. Like,
Wow.
if I have a class one-on-one, I mean, we could still. follow the same, whatever the workout is, we're still going to do it, and you will still get the same movements, the same workout, but it will still be the same thing, very dialed in. And like, let's say we have a workout, you have 5 sets of 5 back squats, and then you got 24-minute AMRAP of burpee box jump overs and wall balls. Just do that out of my mind. If I'm working with a client and I know they might have trouble with the push-ups because they might have a shoulder injury, maybe I might give them, instead of wall balls, med ball cleans and box jump overs without the burpees. So we can still make those adjustments accordingly. So the same process still applies.
But that's different because, as I told you, here in well, I have always been giving classes for 1-to-1 or maximum for 4 people in my class. But like 10 or 12, no, I can't.
Right.
I don't like it because you see that everyone has different kind of way to do CrossFit.
Yes.
So yes, that's important what you tell us, so the people who are watching us, they can see, and maybe they can go to your box and you will have new clients. Maybe.
Hey, that's always a goal, 100%.
Yes. Okay, Anthony, it says, would you like to compete someday?
I'm not a competitive person.
Yeah.
When it comes, like, if we're talking about competitive CrossFit, I have zero interest. I've done one Olympic weightlifting meet only for the purpose of, as a coach, I want to know how it feels like. So if someone comes to me asking about it, I could let them know what to expect. But all the attention, all the eyes on me, the pressure,
You don't like that? No.
Not a fan of that.
And what about the open? You're doing the open now.
I mean, the open is different, you know. Like, if you treat it like another class, then that's what it is. You know, you're still working out with like 10 different people at a time, going in different heats. People are coming and going, but like, yeah, it's a different energy.
Yeah. Okay.
And besides, that's also still in the gym, so
yeah,
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so you won't like to compete someday? No, you're not up to that.
It's not for me, at least for the near future.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't want to say never.
Maybe next year you will be competing, and I'll ask what happened.
That's pushing it. That's pushing it.
Okay. Tell us, would you like? No, never mind. What advice would you give to athletes who are starting to do CrossFit?
Honestly, I got two things. One, just show up. So you walk in the door, showing up is half of the effort, especially if you're new, you're going to be very uncomfortable, very unsure. So that is definitely something to, like, get over that fear. Like, I know it's going to be anxiety inducing, but just show up. And two, be open with your coach. If you're open with your coach, they could know what you're struggling with. They could give you a little more attention. And same thing as I mentioned before about the big classes. If we're in a big class, don't be ashamed to say, "Hey, I think I need a little bit of more help. Make sure this looks good." And then I'll make well, a good coach should, anyways, take some time to like give you a good look. So just be open, be honest, and be vocal. If you're not saying much, then it's up to us to make sure you're understanding. But if you're open about it, we can already give you that guidance that you need.
And for the athletes, they need to learn how to listen to you, the coach, too.
Oh,
because there are some athletes that they don't like to listen and they try to do by themselves.
Yeah, and that's how injuries
And you
happen.
stress, you got that stress as a coach, and no.
Yeah, I'm like, I told you not to do that. Why are you doing that? I've had plenty of those experiences. You're so right.
Yeah, okay, good. Next, are you, okay, as you are in the whole world of this fitness, are you agree with the diets?
Honestly, I believe in eating healthy. I believe in knowing portions, and if you do want to take that next step of like doing your macronutrients and following like a food program, then if that works for you, go for it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
first things first, definitely eat cleaner. Don't be eating out all the time. That's no matter what. But if you're talking about like specific diets, like for example keto or paleo or things like that,
Uh-huh.
if it feels good for you, go for it. I'm not gonna lie. I think about a year or two ago, I was following keto, and I do feel like
Mm.
it helped me to some degree. I felt good with it. The only reason why I stopped is because the meal plan that I was using dropped their portions, and it wasn't filling me the way it used to. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. But honestly, just go what feels good. If it helps you move better, if it helps you like sustain longer, if you feel healthier from it, yeah,
But I think
as long as you're watching
it's a
yourself.
little more difficult doing a diet in the States because you guys got everything so yummy. The
Yes, no,
burgers, pizzas,
definitely.
everything.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, for that, like that's just more so self-control than anything else.
Mm,
But yeah, I mean, like I'm not gonna say, oh, don't ever eat pizza ever, or don't ever eat
no.
anything ever. Like
Uh-huh.
you still want to enjoy life,
Exactly.
like, but just be more mindful at the end of the day of what you're eating and how you're eating. Like if you feel like you're gonna binge too much on food, maybe cut back on some of the sweets. Maybe some more fats could help you feel more sustained for longer. That's that's up to each individual person how they operate
Mm-hmm.
and whatever makes them feel good. So
Yeah. Okay,
mhm.
that's a good answer. What do you think now about the supplements? Have you taken supplements or not? Or,
Me personally, I don't really do any supplements.
yeah.
I mean, I am aware that there are supplements that help. But one of my main things is if you can get all of your nutrients from your foods. But honestly, that's probably not realistic for a lot of time because a lot of different diets have different, like, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of different diets have different lacks in several micronutrients. So let's say if you're doing vegan, like it might take you a lot more to
Mm-hmm.
find some proper protein or plant-based protein. So you might want to do supplementations for that. If you're doing something with low fats, you might want to take omega 3s so you could get
Mm-hmm.
a proper amount of fat in your diet since it's not in your meals. Yeah, that's I don't know too much about supplements enough to make too much of a comment, but
Mm-hmm.
honestly, just use vitamins and different supplements for what you like in your meals.
So more like natural intakes.
Oh, yeah, I'm always big on natural,
Mm-hmm.
but if it doesn't come naturally, just go for what you're deficient with. That's what I was looking for, deficient.
Okay, but what if there's a an athlete that comes up to you and he says about the sugar?
But the sugar,
Aha.
I would just recommend having. This will go back to the meals. I would just recommend going less sugar in your meals, and if you notice that if you're having a lot of sugary drinks, maybe cut back on, even if it's like something like juice, or like juice is
Mm-hmm.
still fruit, it's still good, but still high in sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe cut that for tea or water, and
Mm-hmm.
then you could just supplement that with something else that may not be as bad. So something like a yogurt where there's still some sugar in it, but also is high in protein. So you could still get that balance without it being very concentrated.
As I tell everyone, just do CrossFit and everything goes well.
Exactly. I'll drink to that.
Simple.
Mhm.
Good. Mm. Next question says, for us as a coaches, what advice can you give us?
So from coach to coach,
Uh huh.
honestly, I would say just be open to your clients. Just, like I mentioned before, you're learning from them just as much as they're learning from you. You're learning how they learn. You're learning how they react. If you know they don't work well under pressure, maybe ease up on them. Tell them to sit down, take a break, shake it off, then try again. Maybe a little water break helps. Maybe some clients need that added pressure that really gets them in their zone. So
Mm-hmm.
just the more you know your clients, the better you're gonna feel, and the more better and functional you'll work as a coach.
As a coach, good advice. Good
Mm-hmm.
advice. Well,
Thank you.
yeah, Anthony. So, is there anything you want to say in this interview? But first, let me know if I can put here on your screen your Instagram name, so people can. You're gonna be more famous now, I guess.
Yes, of
So
course. I'm
people
gonna be
can
huge.
follow you. And the Instagram of the Team Soul gym. I don't know if I can
Yeah.
put there right
Can I put
next.
it on? Can I put it on here
No,
or?
I will put
Oh,
on
you'll type it out.
but I'm
Yeah,
asking
for
you
sure.
if I can put that the
Yeah,
name
for sure.
there.
You have my blessing to do so.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can.
thank you. And well, first I want to thank you for
Thank you so
participating in
much.
this interview. I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys are open up the for the level 2, because I will like to go back to your gym if
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna open the for the level 2. I don't know if you're gonna do that.
I'm sure in the near future we are, but as of
Uh-huh.
right now, I haven't had any notice of any certifications coming up anytime soon. But
Yeah.
if we do, I will let you know.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know,
Yes,
please.
of course. You'll be
Please.
the first one.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So we're gonna finish this interview, and I would like again to thank you again. And I don't know if you have anything to say for the people who are watching
Uh,
us.
for everyone that's watching, I just want to say I thank you for. Well, first I want to thank you for having me here because, as I mentioned, this isn't something I would have ever expected, and I feel that for everyone listening, this is definitely a great way to a great starting point if you're new to CrossFit, and a great motivating factor if you're within CrossFit to just keep on pushing. As long as you're taking your health to the max priority, that's what matters most at the end of the day. So stay moving, stay active, and stay healthy.
And follow me.
And follow me.
And follow
That's
me.
right. Follow me, follow the gym,
Exactly.
and yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so I think that's it.
All
That's
right.
it, and I'll send you a big hug. Blessings for everyone there, and I
Of
hope to see
course.
you guys
Likewise.
soon. Okay?
All right. Perfect. Sounds
Thank you
good.
again. Thank you again.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye. Bye.
All
Bye.
right.
Thank